Here we are at the front gates of the Davidian branch, Mount Carmel, the infamous location of the Waco Compound. And it is definitely an interesting start, Missy.
Yeah, it already has a very somber feeling to it.
Obviously a lot of memorials, lots of names and people to remember and honor. We'll kind of walk you through and show you around. It's a powerful place for sure. A lot of monuments on the property, mostly about lost lives. Definitely a sombering place.
Yeah, very.
We'll go up into the rebuilt church and monument here. We have the old full complex right there. Wow. Fire. FBI, ATF agents. Wow. I fully expected, but this is definitely a powerful and somber place. Really neat experience being down here. I figured when we got close to Waco that Missy would want to investigate this and check it out. So many children lost. Very interesting and a good learning experience. We're gonna walk around, read some stuff, and take it all in. And on the outside is beautiful horses, donkeys, river. Definitely two sides of this facility. It's a gorgeous property and facility, and everywhere you look, definitely sad monuments. Very interesting. Private property still in the back, and then the people who maintain the property up there. You've got some horses and donkey. There's a couple donkeys. So you might hear in the background still some cows. Nothing else. I am very happy that Missy had the idea to come out here. You can see some of the foundations of the burned down buildings. That one's rebuilt there. Right over here is the famous bus that was exploded and burned down. Oh, still got some of the bus there. Crazy. I believe this is the remnants of the pool, I want to say, that was built. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, crazy. And this concrete's a little slippery, so do not want to fall in. So this is the back of the compound area. You can see some of the foundations, and that was rebuilt. But this was the famous pool, I think was built in 91, I believe. So the grass here is, we're walking over as part of the original compound. We've got the pool behind Missy, And then they've rebuilt the church there that we've just walked through. All of this here would have been the compound, the housing, the buildings. There's some foundations here behind me, just foundations on the ground, and then some of the concrete walls.
They have spots where pillars were.
Yeah. I'll show you the pillars. We're walking right now through, what the siege was, what all the gunfire was, and
Correct.
what the fire was. The only thing surviving, I shouldn't say surviving, but rebuilt from the ground up there is the church.
There's the pool.
That is the pool itself. Quite sizable pool, actually.
Yeah.
Here you have foundations for the building. Basement foundations.
This here was where the water tower
Yep.
was.
Standing right now in the water tower area. I believe that is the north wall, the basement foundation. Basement foundation there. And you have out to the buried and burned school bus there.
Yeah.
I said before, it's about all I can say right now. It's a powerful feeling to be out here. Here's some of the foundations. If you can see just the remaining brick wall of the foundations of the burned building. The compound.
That had a different feel.
Davidian branch compound, also known as the Waco complex. David Koresh. Seventh-day Adventist, if I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
That was really interesting to see, really something to experience. Being our age, we were in school or high school at the time.
We were sophomores. We were probably 16 years old.
That everything went crazy and it hit the news and such. So it was definitely a neat experience, definitely a little sobering, with the plaques, and I think with 82 people die.
Yeah, it was very solemn there.
Yeah.
Like you could just feel the heaviness. So.
Got to talk to the groundskeeper, really nice older lady.
Mm-hmm.
Her and her husband were part of the original Mount Carmel.
With that Roden? Or
Yep, with the Roden family. I hope I'm saying that right.
before Koresh took over.
Yeah, like from the 60s, I think 63 is what she said, Missy, is that right? So they've been part of it since 1963. And
look at that puppy. A puppy just drove by. Well, he didn't drive. His family drove by and he had to poke his head out. That
it's an electric car though, so he could have drove it.
Yeah, true.
Is that right? I think I just made that up. Anyway.
Anywho.
So yeah,
63.
her and her husband have been there since 63, the original Mount Carmel. Really nice lady, got a chance to speak for a little bit. They had left in 85 as David Koresh was coming back and kind of getting into power. They weren't big fans, I understand, I hope I'm saying this right. So they went to Alabama for about a decade, missed, the famous situation that we're all aware of now.
Yeah, she was in Alabama for like a decade.
And after it burned, after it cleared, federal agents gone, everybody's gone, they came back, started cleaning up the property, took it back over. Still an active church on it. They maintain the property. Yeah, her and her husband have been part of that group since, I want to say 1963. So, but she was really nice.
Yeah.
Sat down, asked me any questions. We kind of walked through some questions with her, but it was a very interesting experience for sure.
Yeah, little did we know, and, we were young. We didn't, how teenagers are. They know what's going on, but they don't really pay attention. We didn't realize that David Koresh had kind of branched off of what they were teaching, and he started his own kind of students of the Seventh Seal. He was more focused on the Seventh Seal, which are like the Oh, in Revelations they have like the four horsemen, so it's the
Like the signs of the Armageddon.
Yeah, so it was more of the signs of or the seals of that. So, and they didn't believe in that, or they didn't like that part of it or something. So that's why they left as well. They didn't like what he was doing with the history of it all. So, anyways, it was interesting. It was very solemn. I'm glad I went. I don't think I'll ever go back, but it is definitely something to see.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's our few days in the beautiful city and around Waco. Definitely a nice area overall.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad that we stopped in. Today will be our last morning. We'll push on and hit the road. Probably be back in the tiny house in just a few days, maybe 3 or 4 or something like that. But we'll be on the road here shortly, figure out where the heck we're going to stop tonight.
Crazily enough, I mean, you guys might know, I didn't know. I assumed Waco was just small, you know, like a small town. But what was it when we looked it up? Just Waco alone is 139,000.
Yep.
And then the greater area is 300,000. I had no idea.
Yeah, so respectable size town for sure.
Yeah.
This lake is gorgeous.
Yeah, these birds are just playing like crazy.
All right, we're going to enjoy the rest of our warm liquids, take the sun in, get packed up, and we'll be on the road, and we'll figure out where the heck tonight goes. But yeah, Waco, definitely kind of a big fan.
Yeah.
Come check it out,
Check it out.
See you soon.